The transfer window has closed and a number of young players have gone out, and we have brought in 4 brand new players. And our form has continued to be quite impressive, but given the last couple of results, I'm not sure, but we might be on the edge of a decline. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Rocking All Over the Globe, Part 54, Club 4, here at Curitiba in Brazil. And as you can see from the table, our form has been continuing, and we are currently in 3rd place. We have played 23 games, we have 45 points, we are 5 points now behind leaders Flamengo. We have performed way above all expectations, and partly I think it has to do with the introduction of the new tactic. But in the last couple of days, our form has not been that great, and that culminated in a 1-0 defeat in the Brazilian Cup in the first leg against Grêmio. And I think it's going to be very difficult now in the away leg to put that right. So I think we might be seeing the demise of our ventures in the Cup this season. We also today have to play against the top of the league club Flamengo, and that is not going to be an easy game. And so I don't think I want to see 3 defeats in the schedule, one after the other, but I fear it is a real possibility. My only hope, as I feel that we are going to lose against Flamengo, my only hope is that we can manage somehow to turn the tie around against Grêmio and proceed to the final of the Brazilian Cup. Who knows what is going to happen? So it is going to be a very busy programme today, as the transfer window has just closed and there have been players going out and there have been 4 players coming in. But before we go into what's been happening both on and off the pitch, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, why not hit that subscribe button, click the bell, and you'll be updated when we upload future videos in the series. And while you're there, why not drop us a like, because it's likes and comments that help drive the algorithm to push the videos out to people who've not yet had a chance to view our videos. And so let's start with what's happened on the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you saw us have that 3-1 victory over Tombense in the second leg of the quarter-final of the Cup, which meant that we qualified for the semi-final. And then you saw us beating Grêmio Novo Horizontino, and we beat them quite comfortably by 5-0. Since then, we have had a home game against Avaí and beat them quite easily by 3-0. We then had a 1-1 away draw with Atlético Paranaense, a very, very big rivals apparently, and we followed that up with another Serie A game against Paranaense, and we beat them this time though by 2-1. And then against Chaira in the Brazilian League, we beat them by 2-0. That was followed by the first leg of the semi-final of the Cup, and we lost that by 1-0 at home. A penalty in the 51st minute was enough for Grêmio to beat us. So we have to turn that around somehow today in the away leg. And given that we have had this remarkable run of form, I don't think it is our year to win the Cup. I'm not too optimistic that we are going to turn that around. Flamengo, though, top of the league, are first up. We will be playing them at home. They're going to be very difficult to beat. I can't see us getting a result there. And so this episode, perhaps, is going to be a season-defining episode. In the transfer window, a number of things have happened. A lot of players have gone out. Young players like Ricardo has gone out on a free. Carvalho was signed by Manchester City for 10 million. He's gone. Dombrowski was sold for 8.5 million. He's left the club. Paulo Henrique has gone out as well, young centre-back, as well as Trevisol going out on loan. Uder, who is a wing-back who I have a lot of faith in for the future, he's gone out on loan. Lempec also has gone out on loan, as well as Helinho. A lot of young players have disappeared on loan. And players who have come in, we have made 4 signings. And we have started off with the signing of Marcelo Aguilera. He's come in from Liverpool for £2.2 million. I like this player. He's a very, very fine player. I think he's got great mentals and he has good technique. He's got great passing. I think this boy at 20 years old is going to be a future star for us. He's got 5-star potential according to my coaches. I would agree, given the games he's played so far, he's looked like a very fine player, and hopefully he will continue to develop to become one of the best players in the club. And then we brought in Felipe Maciel Pires. He's come in from Corinthians for £1.4 million. He is a wing-back and a right winger. We're going to play him as a wing-back, and he looks pretty decent. He's 21 years old. We are trying to sign as many young players as we can. He's a very physical player, and he does need to develop quite a bit. But I think he's going to be a good signing for the future, has potential ability of 4 stars. Let's hope that he can live up to it. We also brought in Matthias Galazzaro from Vasco. He's come in for 6.75, rising to 8.25 million. I like this boy. He's a very good midfielder, comes in as a segunda volante. He's got what it takes, I think, for this league. And I think at 26 years old, there's a few years left in him to show us what he's made of. I think he is a very good signing. And then the final signing was Alan Gobetti. He's come in from Estoril Praia. He's come in for £525,000, and he is a goalkeeper. We needed backup. A lot of our goalkeepers had gone out on loan, and we needed backup goalkeepers. He's come in as a backup. He's a decent player, might even go on to be a first-team player. Who knows how he's going to develop in the club. And so that's it in terms of transfers. 4 in, and a number of young players have left the club. We have recently been beset by a number of injuries, and we do still have 2 current injuries, both of them wing-backs. Victor Luiz, a backup player who has flu, he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. And then Haverton is still out with a torn pectoral. He's still expected to be out for up to 5 weeks. It's going to be a long journey back for him, but we have brought in a young wing-back who is capable of covering for him. And so I need to get the team ready for this very, very big game against Flamengo. It's going to be a tough one. I don't think we are going to get anything out of this, but hopefully we'll do our best. And who knows what is going to happen. You never know in football. I don't think we can win this, but I'll go and get them ready, and we'll see you just before the kickoff. Let's go and kick some balls. And so we have had to rotate the team a great deal for this very, very important fixture. We had a number of players who are suffering from fatigue, and so it's a pretty rotated team, and definitely not my first team, the one that I have in mind. But in goal we have William with Heidegger, Jesus, Mustafa at the back. Pires comes in at right wing back with Atuesta, Galazar, and Cipriano will play as the 4th member of the midfield. Aguilera plays as the Ongash with Moreno, and Kardec is playing up front. As I said, we have a number of players who are not fit in the slightest, and we've had to rotate. But I am hopeful that this team will go out and put on a good performance. I just don't want to be absolutely hammered when we get out there. I want them to make me proud. So let's get out there. Let's put on a show for the fans. Let's try our best. They are top of the league, Flamengo, by a street. And it's not really surprising that they are top of the league. I'll be very, very surprised if we actually get anything out of this. What I am concerned about is that if we lose both games today, we will have that run of 3 defeats. And that is not something that I want to see from my teams. But it's just unfortunate that these are very good teams that we are playing. And we've already gone a goal behind. I just worry this might be a rout. These are a very, very fine football team, and we are a goal behind within 8 minutes. It was simple football. They just carved us apart. They're just looking for spaces, found the spaces between our back 3 and carved us apart. Lovely finish by Pedro of Flamengo. But it is a 0-0 and we are behind. But who knows what is going to happen. We just have to keep going. And at the moment, we are matching them in terms of creativity. We're creating as much as they are, and we've had all the possession. We, again, are not getting our shots on target, though, but we do have a throw, and Pires takes the throw to Atuesta. Atuesta bursting into the box. We've got a chance, and it somehow stayed out. I'm not quite sure how that managed to stay out, but for some reason it didn't go in. It was not on target. I think it might have hit the post. We've won the ball, and Aguirre picks the ball up, finds Kardic. Kardic trying to work it forward. He can't do so. And Kardic, who's had to come in for Perotti today, is probably not fit enough to be playing himself. But Perotti is definitely not fit enough to start the game. And we are being actually probably dominated in this game. I want us to win this ball now. Let's close them down, win the ball, and try and get back into this game. Well, 20 minutes gone. We're not actually doing that bad in terms of the scoreline. I was expecting it to be a little bit worse, but they are in again. They do have a chance. Our line is quite high, and we are looking a little vulnerable with the high line. I'm actually going to bring the line back a bit now, just to try and just stop them from putting those through balls into that space. I might also stop in a minute and just find out who's putting those passes in and type mark him, and hopefully that will do us a favour. And so it did seem to be Lauren and Cures who were causing us the problems with those through balls. And we've put men on them now, and hopefully by type marking them before they get the space, we can stop them playing those balls into space. At the moment, we are actually probably the better team, I would say. Much more possession, dominating the possession. We've had more chances. We're just not putting them away, unfortunately, and that's unfortunate. Perotti not being available to start the game. I may have to bring him on if things don't improve, and we have had another opportunity wasted by Flamengo. They had a chance there. It's been a fairly even game, let's say, but I guess given the XG, then Flamengo are probably deservedly ahead. We're not quite the finished article yet, this Coritiba team. In fact, we're far from the finished article. Here is Galarese, but that's a poor pass, and it always seems to happen when you bring new players in. Their passing just isn't very good. Takes them a while to settle. He had to come in today, as we had so many fatigued players. And here is Atuesta. We need a performance for him today. He hasn't been in the best of form. And he finds Galarza. Galarza looks for Aguilera. He finds Mustafa. He finds Galarza back to Anderson. Anderson looking for Moreno. That's nice football. It's nice, but that's a poor pass. But it's going to come out to Aguilera. Aguilera, can he find a man? He does. He looks inside. Cipriano's come inside from left back. Looks for a pass out to the right-hand side. Pires is in space, and Cipriano has made it 1-1. What a delightful passing move. And what a goal that was. And we're back in the match. And it is Coritiba 1, Flamengo 1. Is this the turnaround of our form that I was looking for? What a lovely, lovely move to the far post. And there was Cipriano from left wing back, putting us level. He has a habit of doing that, Cipriano. And now it is all looking very, very nice in terms of the statistics. I think marginally now we could say we are the better team. And so I want to say, come on, we've been the better team here. We can do this. And let's get out there. You can still improve on this. Come on, boys. Keep going. Keep going. I've got faith in you. I always lie to them. I have to admit, I don't really have faith that we're going to win this game. But we are still improving, and we're looking at the stats. We are much the better team, and can we sneak a victory here? It would be so good. Kardic has also improved, and so hopefully he'll sneak up at the end and grab the winner. Who knows what's going to happen? We're definitely have come back into this game. We've grabbed the match momentum. We're totally in control, but nothing seems to be happening in terms of highlights. Let's go and make a change or two, but we'll wait until this highlight is finished. Aguilera, he finds finds Mustafa. Mustafa, both signings there. Aguilera, Mustafa, both signings I've made, as well as Anderson. He finds Atuesta. It's a lovely pass to Aguilera. Has he got the skill to do it? No, he hasn't. It's hit the post and gone out for a throw. What a chance for Aguilera, the young kid who I have a lot of faith in. Let's go and make some changes. And so we have made a number of changes, and we have brought on Kumalo for Aguilera, and we've brought on Raquelme at left back. Paraxides has come on, and hopefully now we can see this game out somehow. We do have a free kick, and it's going to be Kumalo over the ball, and he's hit the crossbar, and we have hit the woodwork 3 times in this game now, as Moreno picks the ball up. Moreno's having a good game out there on the wing. He finds Pires. Moreno picks it back up again. Can we get this second goal? Moreno looking to work it down the byline, looks inside, finds Heidegger, and the highlight strangely comes to a close. I think they've probably got one more change that I can make now. And so I have made my final change. And as we come into the last 5 minutes or so of this game, it's still Coritiba 1, Flamengo 1. This will be a very, very good result for us if we can hold on to this. It would be an even better result if we can score from this corner, as Maquena, who's not been playing much recently, he's going to fire in the corner, probably to the near post. Can we get on the end of it? Looking for all the boys at the near post, and it comes out to Cardic. Cardic has blasted it into the back of the net, and we are 2-1 up, and all we've got to do now is hold on for 5 minutes or so, and we will have beaten the favourites for the title. And this was not something that I was expecting. I was very concerned that we might be getting a series of bad results, but if we can hold on to this, boy, oh boy, oh boy, will this be a good victory. But unfortunately, there's going to be a highlight from the kickoff, which is always a big worry. Late goals are plentiful in this game, and we just got to try and hold them out. I don't know if we can, but I'm not changing anything. It's worked so far. That's a nice tackle, and it's picked up by Heidegger. Don't do anything silly. That's a lovely pass into Paraxides. Paraxides finds Pires. What a performance this has been. Can we get a third goal as Boschilla is bursting forward? Boschilla with a really beautiful pass over to Raquelme on the far side. Inside to Paraxides. Paraxides finds Mustafa. Mustafa with a pass into the box, but it's cleared. It comes out again to Mustafa. Mustafa over the top to Boschilla. Boschilla looking to find space. He can't find space. It's headed out. It comes to Paraxides. Over the top, he's looking for Cardic. Cardic is his base, and Cardic has made it 3-1. And I don't believe this. But is it going to be disallowed? I think it might be for offside. Checking. It's been disallowed. It's still 2-1. Are we going to hold on? There's just 4 minutes left. And I did think at the time it looked a bit suspect. He was offside. But what a strike it was. Cardic has done his best in place of Perotti. I'm very proud of his performance. Just 30 seconds left to go. Let's just score from this corner, boys. Let's rub it in. And there's a chance, and it's come out, and they are going to counter-attack. We've got to hold on for just 15 seconds, 20 seconds. And come on, the clock seems to have slowed down as they're coming forward, but what a tackle from Raquelme. The biggest game of the season, this, and we are absolutely flying here. And Cardic has picked up the ball again, and it's still going on as Boschilla bursts forward, finds Kumalo. Kumalo with the strike just over the crossbar. It is full time now. I need to have a lie down after that, I think. What a result, what a performance. We have beaten the league leaders, Flamengo, by 2-1. And that was absolutely fabulous. Well done, lads. What a performance to beat the league leaders. We are only supposed to be finishing around about 15th or 16th, I think. And what a performance that was. Unfortunately, we're not going into second, but we're now only 2 points behind the leaders, and that was something special. We've got to go now and try and turn around the semi-final of the Cup. That's going to be a tough, tough job as well, and we don't have much time to rest the players. So I will go and get the boys ready for that, and then we'll come back just before the kick-off. Let's go and kick some balls. And so here we are just before the kickoff, and once again we have had to rotate this team. It is a big squad, so hopefully we've got a team that can turn this around. Maybe I feel a little bit more optimistic now. I'm not quite sure. I don't think it's going to be our year. In goal we have William with Heidegger, Sasme and Mustafa at the back. Flamenco, Naldi, Alves and Raquelmi will make up the midfield four. Kumalo, Boschilla and Perotti comes in up front. Perotti back in the team. I'm hopeful. Kumalo makes a start. These two make me hopeful. If they put away their chances, we have a chance. But I'm not sure that it is going to happen. I think that this is probably just one bridge too far. We are underdogs. We have been underdogs all the way through this season. So who knows what's going to happen. So let's get out there, let's put on a performance. We're going to change nothing, and we're going to try and win this from the get-go. If we can get a goal early on, that'll be good. If we go behind, then we're probably going to be in trouble. We need to win the ball, though. They are a very good side, this Gremio. And what a shot that is from about 30 yards. A brilliant save by William. And we have just about managed to survive that. But it's all Gremio at the moment in the early stages. A short corner, we don't see that very often. William comes to claim, but he's punched it, and that's not something I expect to see from him. And can we close this down? They have been given offside. No, they haven't. And yes, they have. And the ball is played back. But at the moment, we're a bit under the cosh. We can't really get into this game in the opening minutes. But we did well in our previous game, and so who knows what is going to happen later on. We do tend to have a team that holds on to its performance, its fitness quite well, but I don't think we're going to get something out of that. I'd love it if we could get through to the final, but I think it's probably over here. We're still a goal down on the tie. It's still 0-0 on the night, and hopefully we'll come back into it. But it is Gremio again. They are looking far better than we are, and they have scored, and we are a goal behind, and probably now that means we are going out of the cup. And at least we got to the semi-final, which I wasn't expecting. It was poor defending, basically, and I think once again we might have to lower the line. It worked last time. We'll give it a try. They're getting a little bit too much space, and I'm going to go and try and work out who's causing the problems as well. I'll be right back. And there was a little bit of a mix-up there, and I'm not quite sure what happened, but nobody really seems to be causing us too many problems, I don't think. We'll just leave it go, just to see if we can't get back into this game. Who knows? As Alves picks up the ball, he finds Sasme. We need to get back very quickly. 25 minutes gone. We're 2 goals behind overall, and here's Heidegger looking forward to Boschilla, can he find his man? He's looking for support, finds Max Alves, he finds Kumalo. Need big games from these boys. He finds Perotti. Perotti's in. Perotti has scored, and we are level on the day, and we are just a goal behind again now on the tie. And maybe the line for this team is just a little bit too high, and just coming back again seems to have done the trick. Perotti did well. He just stopped, turned again, and he's back in the team. He's getting goals again, and we are back in the tie. As Kumalo with a lovely pass, it looked dodgy to me. I think we got away with one there. He might have been offside, but it's given, and we are 1-1, and we are back in this game, and we're giving ourselves credit here. We're putting up a very good fight. Gremio, who are really underperforming, I think, in this league this season. They are a very good team. We'll do well to get to the final, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. We are giving ourselves a lot of plaudits here. We're doing very well. As we come up to half-time, we're still behind on the tie, and they are going to have a free kick. And Gremio have a free kick, and that's over the crossbar. And it remains 1-1. And as we go into half-time, I think I'm going to tell them that we're doing well, and that there's no need to get panicky, and that, yes, you've been unlucky, and that we can get back into this game. Raquelmi is not having the best game. I'm going to tell Raquelmi and Max Alves to sharpen up a little bit. At the back, we haven't been too great, but hopefully these boys will will actually come to the fore and, tell them you've not been good enough so far. Go out there, prove how good you are. And although we are looking like we are second best at the moment in terms of possession, in terms of chances created, we did come back into the game for a while, and maybe it's not over yet. We do tend to hold on to our fitness a lot better than the opposition, and maybe that's going to tell in the end. We just don't know. If we can get a goal, I'll make us favourites, but we've got to get that goal. I'm going to go and make some changes, but there is going to be another highlight before I do that. It's going to be a long throw. We've seen a short corner and a long throw from this team today. Don't give away a penalty, and they are looking. They've got a chance here. They must score, and it's a good save again from William, and William needs to distribute. I'm going to go and make some changes. And we have made some changes to the front three as Kardic comes on. Perotti will stay up front. We've also brought on Moreno, and hopefully now perhaps we'll change things up a little bit, but it's not looking too hopeful as we're coming into the final 10 minutes or so. It's not going to be a defeat, I don't think, but we're going to go out of the cup. I had this funny feeling that this was going to happen, that this was going to be just a bridge too far. Once this highlight is done, I will make 2 more changes and try and get some more boys onto the pitch, fresh legs onto the pitch, as Kardic looks for Mustafa down the line to Cipriano, who's just come on for Raquelme. That's a lovely pass to Kardic, and we are in, and that is a really good goal. If Kardic was onside, we have taken the lead on the night, and this could be vital. I have 2 more changes that I can make now. He looked offside to me, and no, it was the centre-back keeping him on. Lovely pass inside, and Perotti's put it away. We're 2-1 up now. I'm going to go and make these changes now. And so I have made my final changes, and we have brought on 2 fresh midfielders to try to strengthen the midfield. At the moment it's 2-2. It may well be going to extra time now, and we'll see what happens during extra time. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to make another change during extra time. No, it's going straight to penalties. I'm going to line up these players, then I'll be right back. And so the penalty competition is about to begin, and Perotti is going to step up and take the first one. What a lottery this is. And Perotti has put it away, and that has put us a goal ahead in the penalty shootout. We need a really big performance from our goalkeeper, as I can barely watch this, and it is 1-1 now. We don't have the best penalty takers in the world, and certainly my penalty takers were not selected for today, and something that I've overlooked possibly. But they were tired, and we needed to rotate, and we are 2-1 up. And it is nice to see that the penalties scoreboard has come back, because prior to the update, I didn't know who was in the lead. And can William save it? No, he can't. And it's now 2-2 in the penalty shootout. I still don't believe that it's our day, but what a performance it's been to win the game in 90 minutes by 2-1, as Flamenco has put us 3-2 up in the penalty shootout. And come on, William, you've got this. Come on, you can do this. And can we possibly get to the final? And it would be so cool. Can he save it? No, he can't. It's 3-3. It's going down to the wire. And Kardic, you've got to back Kardic, who's been in a bit of good form, a striker who can strike a football. You've got to back him. And he's put it away, and we're 4-3 up. And for a team where we haven't got our penalty takers on the pitch, we're doing extremely well. We need William to do something. Come on, William, you've got this. Come on. We can't do it, and it's 4-4. Nobody has missed yet. I'm guessing we are going to miss very, very soon. Moreno is next to step up. He's been in good form, confident. He's looking good at the moment. Can he put it in? He's missed it, and that means that we are probably going out of the competition on penalties. He's put his head in his hands, and I don't know what to say. That means if they score this, we are out. It's been a good cup run, I have to say. And we can feel very proud of what we've done, as Silva is going to step up for Gremio. I expect him to score. And he has scored, and we are out of the cup. And what a performance, though, it was on the pitch. an exceptional performance, and yeah, we should be happy. We've done very well in the cup. It wasn't to be our day. We beat them on the field to level the tie, but it was not enough, and unfortunately that is it for the cup competition this year. The good news is that I was expecting 2 red dots here today, given who we were playing, but we've got 2 green ones instead. And that's it for this episode. If you are brand new to the channel, then why not hit that subscribe button, click the bell, so you'll be updated when future videos in the series are uploaded. And while you're there, if you haven't already, drop us a like and leave a comment, because it's likes and comments that help the algorithm to push the video out to people who've not yet had a chance to see the channel. And that's it for this episode. I'm not sure when we'll be back. We'll play through probably till the end of September, and then we will be back for another 2 games in the league. It's been a good episode, I have to say. It's been 2 very, very good results, and I'm very pleased with how they have performed, despite the fact that we've lost in the cup. And all that remains to be said now is stay safe, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.